Okay, ended a recording one, back to another recording. That file was full. Only doing this for my own protection, but CPS is in the move to try to remove my children over an affidavit of parental removal.
Raymond, this is what we're going to do. Okay, they're in the process of getting court order for your children.
Okay, and what?
Listen, I'm not going to just discuss this with you. I'm just going to tell you what's going to happen. Okay. And this is, you're either going to be cooperative or you're not going to be cooperative. I prefer you to be cooperative.
Oh, I've been cooperative from day one.
Well, no, you haven't.
I don't see how I haven't.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go get the children right now. We're going to go into the house and get them, and we're going to bring them to the police department. In that time frame, we're going to have a court order.
I want to see the court order before anything happens.
No, we're going to take care of that beforehand.
I want to see a court order, or I want to see a warrant.
No,
I want to see
not going to be a warrant.
Okay, you hear that? No court order, no warrant.
Court order yet.
They have no court order yet. I don't, then you don't have the right to do it.
Well, we're going to do that.
And then you better get to doing it, right?
Yep. We are.
See, okay. Now you see this? I'm going to record this because they're violating my rights. You do not. No, you do not have a right to go in that house.
You're going to stay.
You do not have a right to go in my house.
Stay out here.
What? For what? For what reason? For what?
Because
reason?
I'm concerned for the children.
He's concerned for the children, but they're kidnapping. You see this? This is kidnapping. You will be held responsible. I am calling TV 13 as soon as I get done with this. You guys will be on the news. See that? He thinks it's funny that he's removing my children from their home because said mom didn't have an appointment when there shouldn't have been an appointment. Now he's going to say that I'm not complying. I'm staying back, but I'm going to record these officers because they're so badass, huh? This is a badass move. You're very, very, very heartless is what you are. You see this? Going in the house to remove children and bring to the police station. Why would you do that? They're doing that for the simple fact that last time I had an interaction with them, they beat me up and I ended up in the hospital. That's what happened. And now I'm dealing with CPS and the police. You've seen how the police said this. I don't know what else to do. I'm neurotic right now. I'm very, very much upset. I don't know what else to do, though, because if I'm non-compliant, like they expect me to be, right? A violent, crazy person, that's what they want, right? I don't know what to do. But I tell you this, what's happening right now from this lady right here and that lady right there, it is wrong. It is done from a personal opinion. They're saying that I'm crazy and I've got mental issues. Mental issues? Mental issues because I'm concerned about my children. I hope you guys like being on TV 13 because this is going straight to the news. This is done from a personal opinion. They were all fine until I got irate and told them I didn't want them here. Because it was over an allegation made forth from the cops, not my girlfriend. My girlfriend went forth and said, yes, I think he does need some mental help because he's sick of arguing with me. Very much so. I'm sick of arguing too. But what's happening right now is detrimental to my children. I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old that live day and night with someone that they know and love. And you're going to actually remove them from my home because these people here state that I shouldn't be around my children? What did I do wrong? And that's the thing. An allegation is an allegation. What I'm looking at here is I believe my rights being violated. There isn't an affidavit of parental removal. They want to remove my kids from the home and take them where? Take them to the police station. Well, you're doing it without a warrant, without the affidavit of parental removal being signed by a judge. So all this can take place and they can get it done off of somebody's premonition of like, how can I say it? It's her opinion. So she can have strings pulled like that. I really, really wanted answers like, you know, how can this take place? How can they sit in their car and force the police officers? And you guys got pictures of them, but just to give you the actual 343 and actual, let's see. This shit's really happening, you know. We got 346. Both officers, since they've been here, have done nothing but harass me and treat me like I'm a criminal. I've done nothing wrong. Like I said before, the allegations are allegations put forth by the police. Kayla said, even right in front of me on camera, that that is not what she said. What was allegated is the fact that she believes that I have some mental problems. Why? Because we're fighting. Of course, we're stressed out, you know, and I agree, you know. Any relationship that has a fight in it should be monitored in a different manner, but it isn't. And this is what you know, I'm dealing with. I don't know what else to say, what else to do. I'm dealing with this, though. Now I've got kids and Kayla. See, there's my front door. Here's the cop. There's a cop without a warrant, without a parental removal in my house. Fourth Amendment violation. I said you were not welcome. He still went. 14th Amendment violation. That is my residence. 2223 is my residence. Kayla did not welcome them in. We welcomed CPS, and CPS refused to come in. The cops said that they would not let me in, even though when the cops seen me pull up with all 4 children, they still deem me a threat to my children. I take care of my kids day in, day out, but I'm a threat to my children because this lady here says that her opinion rules over the fact that a psychiatrical evaluation has already took place. So her opinion and her smirks, as you can see, they're sitting there smirking. This is her. This is CPS at their finest. This is them taking children from a parent that is concerned, and this is them believing that they're actually doing their job. No, this is someone upholding a personal opinion is what it is. And given that's my opinion, I would like somebody to watch this video and please be informative on a non-bias, you know, level, because I don't know what else this is besides kidnapping. She came here, says, oh, I just need to see the children. Well, she's seen the children because they got out the car with me, and then they're like, oh, we just need to see Kayla. They see Kayla, and then after that, they say, oh, you know, we just need to see the house. And we tell them, you know what, we'd rather schedule a date. And since we wanted to schedule a date, they said they'll file an affidavit for parental removal. Kayla says, fuck it, I'll let them in the house. Tells them, I got it on camera too, saying they'll let them in the house, but they don't want that. They'd rather deem me a threat to my children and take custody away from me. So you tell me what it is and what am I supposed to do from here? How am I, Raymond Lee Myers II, doing anything wrong besides what's happening right now? This is wrong. What these people are doing right now is wrong. Can anyone out there stand up and help me? What's going on in that house is wrong. I got told I can't go in my own residence. For what? What did I do? I had an altercation with the police 2 weeks ago. No criminal charges. Nothing came about it besides CPS coming here to back the fact of what the police said happened. But what happened was a fight that got escalated to the point that where we're at now. Because if I had done something criminally wrong, I would have been charged with it. I hadn't done anything wrong besides get arrested, well, try to get arrested or whatever the hell happened, and they forced a stroke out of me. Hey! Hey, y'all see it, man? It's straight up hey, it's kidnapping. They ain't got they don't got an affidavit of a parental removal, nothing. This is a personal opinion. It should be on TV 13, I bet. They brought the cops here because they had no power, so they had to bring the cops so they could have witness to get the paperwork that you got. They ain't even got no paperwork. They're taking the kids, waiting for the paperwork. You see that? That's my neighbors watching. So not only do I got the scrutiny to explain to my family what's happening, but everyone I live around right now is witnessing what's happening over this lady here in the purple. The one in the purple, not the red, the purple and blacks. Personal opinion about me being crazy. She said, I feel you're crazy. Exactly what she said to my face. But she didn't say that until she talked to Kayla. But then I asked Kayla what's going on. And see, that's what I don't comprehend. Other than the fact that I got CPS working against me and I've got the police working against me just to prove a point, the fact that what the police had done to me the day that we had an altercation here. It wasn't an altercation between me and Kayla or me and my children. It was between me and the police because I would not cooperate with the police because I had not done anything wrong. And now I'm sitting here still. Police are in my residence. told me I cannot go in my residence, tell me I'm not allowed in my residence, that they're in fear of my kids' safety. So they told me I had to remove myself from the situation. While CPS, that's here. These are the ones that come here. They needed protection too. Remember, only reason this recording is so redundant and long is I have no other option but to sit here and record. Now you see this. She's on the phone with someone. Whoever it is the person that phone records may show is pulling the strings to get this paperwork done. But time frame would show her phone records tied to whoever she's tied to right now. I'd like that checked into, because whoever's pulling these strings needs to be accountable for dereliction of duty. You cannot uphold a personal opinion. That's one of the reasons they uphold their positions, is that we expect as leaders that they would take these personal opinions and set them aside. But she has went above and beyond her duty to take her personal opinion into her own hands and manners. And it looks to me that she is using the people in politics that she knows to get paperwork signed on an extradited level when it does not pertain to this case. If an ex parte is signed, I want the right for demand to know the evidence that she weighed to get this right for demand. The date is 3/31/17, a little after 4:30. I believe that the right for demand will show that there is not proper evidence for them to get the affidavit for parental removal. Now this is what CPS considers a high-risk case. It's such a high risk they got to come here on their own accord with 2 police officers while Daddy was getting out of the car with dinner, so-called lunch with his kids. And that's the only problem that has occurred, as they broke up a home. They did their job, didn't they? And you get to flex your muscles because you're CPS. I hope you lose your job over it, because somebody in your position should never uphold a personal opinion the way you have today. Because I thought I lived in America, innocent until proven guilty. Well, that's just it. I have been guilty with the deems of proving myself innocent without a formal criminal charge. That's right, I've not been charged with anything. This is a simple allegation that happened 2 weeks ago that I've already went through a series of events to take place to prove my innocence. And now, since Kayla wouldn't comply, they're going to separate me from my children. You tell me how that's proper. You tell me what's happening right now is in any way, shape, or form not a violation of my rights. I do have physical custody and legal custody on both children. Not just the daddy in the picture shit. I'm here. I'm a good dad. And that's what you get when you mess with a good dad. He flexes back. This here stems from me sticking up for myself for what happened to me to the police station. Now, CPS may not feel that the police are more than willing to step up and help because of that, but it's exactly what's going on. Otherwise, we would not have these guys here. I would not be going through what I'm going through. Say, you know, hey, we go from, hey, I simply just need to see the kids, to, hey, I simply just need to talk to Kayla, to, hey, I just simply need in the house. So what is it they need next? You know, once they got in the house, what is it they're going to need? You know, from what I see is that they have an investigation that got them nowhere, so they have no choice but to get every shred of evidence they can to try to prove me guilty of a situation that I'm not guilty of. But my main concern is how in the hell can a CPS officer without a medical degree deem a report that, you know, go over a report? I've already went through a psychological evaluation. I already talked to the shrink. You know, she said, you're cool. How is that? How is that? How is it, you know, how do I have to release any medical information? You know, explain this shit to me, man. I don't understand. So now we got another officer shows up at the scene. So you see this? Now here goes my children. You see my children? They are removing my children from a house that was not in any way, shape, or form harming. They're not in, how can I say it? They're not in threat in any way, shape, or form. See, you gonna come here and give Daddy some love? Huh? I couldn't come in there because the officer was afraid that Daddy might hurt you. Yeah. See, say, oh, they're so scared of me, ain't they? Yeah, living it up, ain't you? To the T. This is detrimental. This right here is what's breaking my kids. This is insane. What you guys are doing, I hope you guys really enjoy it, man. It's insane. So now we got CPS actually entering the house after setting on the phone to make sure the affidavit and everything was taken care of. So I demand a right for demand from this moment on. I want every piece of evidence that that they had filed or expedited that led them up to this decision. I would back off. I wouldn't want to be a part of it if I was you. And see, now they're totally utilizing the situation to try to basically flex their muscles because they didn't have anything to begin with. And I still have an officer on private property that I told them not to be there. Officer that came up politely just stayed on state property. Now see, both of my children being kidnapped from me and from Kayla for the simple fact of an opinion. That's what's crazy. Now, Kayla, what's happening is you'll get them back tomorrow. Trust me. Hey, it is illegal. It's 100% illegal. Don't worry. My lawyer's going to file for a right. He's going to file for a right for demand. What she has done is totally illegal, and she knows it. The string says she had pulled, Kayla. She will be held accountable. She has no evidence or jurisdiction to do what she's doing, but she's doing it. She called her boss, and her boss gave her the okay. I got the time frame when the phone call was made. The affidavit of parental removal, they had to file an expedited ex parte. But in order to do that, they have to have a right for demand of evidence. There is no evidence, and I will prove that in future comings. And you know I'm right.
I just don't understand.
She's flexing her muscles. She's showing you what I can do. She can only do it for a day. As soon as we get in front of a judge, trust me, that's why this is running. And I'm not trying to say I know everything, Your Honor, because this is for you. I'm just trying to show you CPS officers that deemed her opinion higher than the report's psychological evaluation already. She doesn't have a medical degree, so I want to know what superior gave her the decision to make that decision. And then I want to know what gave her the right to have the file, what judge signed it. Who would sign paperwork for children's removal over nothing? Because are you in fear of your children? Yeah, that's what's insane. That's the insanity that you just brought into this home. And you think that's cool? At least he just walked up and sees it. This is insane, man. It's going to TV 13, you know that? You should smile. It is. It's going straight to TV 13. And you don't think so? I'm pretty sure TV 13 is going to care about this. You are kidnapping. You have no reason. There is no criminal charges. There's nothing but an open CPS case where she couldn't get nowhere because we both worked third shift and we didn't want to be woke up on a damn off schedule. Now, we've got our children being abducted by the police because they brought the police here to threaten me with them, thinking I would comply. And it's like, there's nothing to comply with. I've already complied. And see what's happening here is one thing. So I'm getting shunned to the side like I've actually done something wrong. So I've already got Nick on the phone. I've already got Nick going. No, this is 100%. Did you invite them in the house? I told them they couldn't go in. I told CPS they could. So we got a Fourth Amendment violation on these two. Serious. That's why I asked you to stay back. He knew. He told me I wasn't allowed in the house, that he was in fear for my children, with no criminal charges, with a psychological evaluation that already determined, with her superior already telling her that you said it was okay for my kids to be here. So I'm filing for a right for demand for every piece of evidence that led you up to this damn thing. And I bet you don't got nothing. And that there is my case. And I'm sorry to be a dick about it, but you know, when you pull strings because you got a position, you'll be held accountable for with the paperwork I'm going to file. I want to know why the Fourth Amendment doesn't mean anything to you guys. Because when I said you weren't welcome in the house, you had no proceedings to go in there. You would have if you would have had the affidavit of parental removal in your hand, but you didn't. I could tell you all day I'm a lawyer. Unless I got the credentials, I'm not. And see, now they're making her believe she's done something wrong by keeping me in the picture. I've done nothing wrong, Kayla. You've done nothing wrong. What's happening right now? Colton, Kyler, see, look, my babies are getting taken away right now because they believe it's okay. This is insane, Kayla. So what do I do here? What do I do here? So what's your plan?
I've got to follow them to the police station.
Okay, so basically they are flexing their muscles for what reason? What are the kids? Because they're in fear for me? That's what they're telling you? So are you saying that?
I'm not
okay.
in fear of the children with you.
Okay. Now tell me why they're believing that. They're believing that over what opinion? What gave them that opinion, Kayla?
Police report?
Okay, did you tell them that allegations were false?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're going off of the...
No, we're going to leave now. Well, no, we're just going to
No, follow them kids. Kayla, follow them kids.
Right now, there she is.
No, you follow them kids. It's like this. Kayla, listen to me. Get your phone on. You got your phone? Record everything. I'm telling you, this shit's for real, dude. Nick told me right now that the right...
Come on, you gotta come with me.
I got a 14th Amendment violation and a 4th Amendment violation. I've stated that I'm aware of it, and they still neglect the fact. Okay, there goes Big Bad CPS officer. Hope you like your fucking fame I'm about to give you. There goes Kayla, Kim, and her family to chase after wherever our kids are being brought to due to the CPS officer feeling that she has the right for demand to file this shit. Here goes the police officers. Hope you like your moment of fame I'm about to give you.
Watch, man films as police enter his home without a warrant, kidnap his children. A Michigan man is claiming police entered his home without a warrant and kidnapped his children under orders from CPS, which resulted in him becoming homeless. By Jack Burns, July 1, 2017. Kidnapping occurs when a person is taken against his/her will. Often, when the mainstream media reports on children who have been kidnapped, it will name the perpetrator as a criminal. How then does society view the forceful removal of one's own children by police? According to Raymond Lee Myers II, Police and Child Protective Services in Muskegon, Michigan kidnapped his children and forced him to become homeless. Myers said all his problems started in March when he and his girlfriend, Kayla, were having an argument. Police were called to his home, and he claims that although no charges were filed against him, CPS became involved. CPS opened a case against him after the altercation with police, an interaction that Myers said resulted in him getting beaten up. The agency made repeated attempts to gain entry into his home, but because the two parents worked third shift, Myers said they did not answer the door. Advertisement. One social worker claimed Myers was insane and moved to have the children, a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, removed from the home. When CPS arrived to seize the children, the distraught father decided to document the removal by filming it. The police officer addressed Myers by saying, "I'm not going to discuss this with you, I'm just going to tell you what's going to happen." The officer then claimed that not only did they not have a court order, but they did not have a warrant to enter his premises. Nevertheless, they moved to enter his property and take away his children. Myers told the police they were not welcome on his property, and yet, without a search warrant, they proceeded to enter the home. The officers then informed the children that they were being taken. Read more. Michigan student suspended for taking photo of disgusting school water. It should be noted that the same man CPS said was crazy, comported himself much better than many others who have gone through similar kidnappings. He was relatively calm, albeit angry, and kept his composure through the entire ordeal. Myers contacted the police and asked for his story to be shared with the public. He said his children were removed, but were eventually returned to the home. However, while they were allowed to stay with his girlfriend, Kayla, Myers said he was not allowed to return home, or to have any interaction with Kayla or the children. In essence, the state used the police to kidnap a man's kids and give them to someone else, who was not their biological parent, all because one social worker believed him to be an unfit parent. Myers said that while he is not allowed to return to his own home, he is still forced to support his family while he is homeless. After spending around $11,000 during the ordeal, Myers said he is now out of money. Despite claims from CPS that questioned his sanity, Myers said he was evaluated by a psychiatrist and was deemed to be as normal as anyone could be given the circumstances. We have not been able to verify any of Myers' claims, but we feel the video speaks for itself. It shows police officers, under threat of force, demand a man not enter his own home while they complete strangers to the children go into his home, in violation of his Fourth Amendment rights, and take his children. If that's not kidnapping, what is? Read more. Innocent mom jailed, children kidnapped by police, for homeschooling. Worse yet, the man was forced to leave his own home or risk losing his children to the care of complete strangers. While the whole ordeal makes no sense, it serves to demonstrate the power the state has over families and their children. A quick check of arrest records appears to show Myers was charged in 1998 with assault with a deadly weapon. No other details of his criminal record were found. Myers' Facebook page shows he's a fisherman, an artist who carves wood, and has uploaded many photos of happier times with his children. He's set up a GoFundMe page in an attempt to have his parental rights restored, which a judge has taken away. I'm fighting MPD CPS and Muskegon Family Court System? Not a custody battle. Muskegon Family Court has allowed CPS to order me out of my own home and away from my children for months now. I have 2 baby mothers involved and both of them are on my side and want me there 100%. Cooperating with CPS is a very dangerous thing to do, especially when the unelected organization has the power to take away your children. As a courtesy to our readers, we are providing the following link so that you know what to do when and if the day ever comes when CPS, along with the police, knock on your door. For more information, click here.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say Actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But you know, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, you know, at least I can do it. You know, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.